Okay, so finally we are ready to record and discuss. There are a few things that I wanted to discuss regarding what happened to the channel, why I stopped uploading, and as you can see from the screen, Taken 8 coming out. What's the future of the channel? What I'm uh, mo- planning on doing content-wise moving forward. And the simple answer is I downloaded and I played Mortal Kombat because I love Omni-Man. That's the main reason why I was playing Mortal Kombat. Not that Mortal Kombat isn't worth playing outside of Omni-Man. It's a fun game, but it's never been my game. My game has always been Tekken, but then Mortal Kombat went ahead and added Omni-Man as a DLC character. So when they revealed Omni-Man, that's the day I bought Mortal Kombat along with its first content pack. So I'm still going to get the rest of the DLC, but I played Omni-Man, I played Raiden quite a bit. Enjoyed it, definitely enjoyed it. I'm not going to say that I didn't have a good time with the game, but it's just not for me. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I can't even say one way or the other if it's too party or if it's not party enough. It's the fact that every single match boils down to constant pressure with low hat or striker bombs or Kano ball, and that's the only viable strategy in the game, and that really boiled my blood. At least at the lower ranks where I was starting. Obviously, I'm not a high ranking I'm not a high rank MK player, so it really hurt me because I was trying to like really climb the ranks with Omni-Man, but I couldn't because the matches were so boring. Matches got so boring. Starting off, the game was extremely fun when I was in that discovery phase of the game. I It was really amazing fun when I was learning new characters, I was learning new strategies, how the game mechanics work, how the cameo system worked. It was really amazing, and especially Omni-Man. I think Omni-Man's gameplay was done wonderfully. It was done masterfully. The only problem is that there's only one way to play this game, MK1, not Taken. There's only one way to play MK1, and that's aggression while staying as safe as possible through your cameos. Even though there are cameos that give you advantage, but in a fighting game, the most important thing is frame advantage. I think that's just common sense, right? Especially in a game, as everyone is pointing out, that MK1 doesn't have any archetypes. MK1 doesn't have the required depth to show your own creativity, unfortunately. Uh, all the characters are very monotone. In a game like that, frames become extremely important because then now at least the footsies of the game has to be really really good. But when you can completely bypass the footsies by throwing out a cameo that gives you frame advantage, regardless of the situation, that just completely sucks the fun out of the game. It regardless of what the game is. I think the cameo system was implemented poorly. At a high level, I'm pretty sure people who understands how to beat low hat, how to beat striker bombs, or who have the ability to interrupt or flawless block or all of that just on command with muscle memory and all that. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't agree with me. But on a lower level, it's unfortunate because if you want to get good at MK1, you have to learn this strategy. There is no other way. If you're playing Raiden, you have to do the storm move into Kano hit to stay safe, right? And it gets so repetitive and so boring. I have some matches up, or maybe I deleted them. I don't think I even uploaded the matches, but I was doing the same thing regardless of what I'm doing during the match. Omni-Man was the only time when I had to switch up my strategy, but even then, you really can't do a lot outside of just trying to find your way in by staying safe using cameos and then trying to mount the pressure, trying to stay safe until you get your cameo back. That's when you go for your risky hit while staying safe. So it just becomes this repetitive nonsense that I just didn't enjoy. So I dropped the game for now. Maybe I'll return to MK when Homelander drops. in about a month, if I'm not mistaken. Homelander, I am looking forward to, and since I have already pre-purchased him, I guess I'll return to him. But until then, obviously, Taken 8 is being released, and that's where all of my attention is going to go. I'm definitely going to like upload a lot of stuff like combo videos, tutorials, and everything, and ranked matches. Definitely, I will be in Tekken 8 at least. I will be doing my very best to climb up to the highest rank. In Tekken 7, I was never able to climb up to the highest rank. I was like mid-level player at best because I have a job. I can't really invest the time needed to master a game as deep and as complex as Tekken. So Tekken 8, that's the goal. But along with that, I am definitely going to like focus in, hone in on a few characters that I'm going to master and release videos for them. Just like in MK, I was trying to specialize in Omni-Man and Raiden, but then Raiden is like top tier, and that just sucks the fun out of sucks the fun out of trying to learn new things about the character, because the character gets figured out so soon by other people that there's nothing you can add, honestly. So that's just unfortunate. The reason I have Ogre here, Taken it. Moving forward from MK1, let's talk about Taken, is that hopefully Ogre will be part of season one. So that's a character I'm extremely, extremely excited about. That's why I have this character over here, because I'm really, uh, really looking forward to releasing this character. Unfortunately, uh, the power went out, so I'm going to pause the video here and then I'm going to continue back from here when it does come back. Yeah, that wasn't even a power outage. My extension just died on me out of nowhere. So let's continue anyway. Uh, it's going to be a headache replacing the extension. But what I was saying is that as sad as I am about what became of MK1 eventually, I'm extremely excited for the future that definitely we are going to have with Taken 8, and we're definitely going to go back and see if there's anything NetherRealm can do to bring Mortal Kombat back. From honestly, what feels like is its eventual death. I'm not going to say that MK1 is dead. It definitely is not. MK1 has a really, really strong community behind it. NRS, all of NRS games do. But I'm going to be honest, the negativity within the community, the lack of respect towards the community from the developers, the lack of communication, the lack of investment in the community from the developers is really disheartening. But hopefully, if Tekken 8 eventually delivers on the promise of a really good fighting game, hopefully that will jog up, that will wake up Warner Brothers, and they will stop doing their shady practices that they are doing, that is earning them so much hate and scorn from the community. So as far as Tekken 8 is concerned, as far as the characters that I'm going to main, the characters that I am going to cater the channel's content around, is hopefully eventually going to be Ogre. But my main has always been Sergei Dragunov. So I thought, why not? Let's just go over his reveal trailer once, since the game is just practically out, right? In a couple of days, it's going to be out, and then I am going to stream literally daily, at least 3 to 4 hours every single day, until either I hit the Tekken God Prime rank or Tekken God Omega, whichever the top rank is in this game, or they release a DLC character that I'm really interested in. So right now, the DLC character announced is Eddie Gordo, who's I'm really glad that he is in. But my gimmick character has always been Lei Wulong, and it doesn't seem like he's even going to be part of the first season, which will be really disheartening, right? Regardless of whether he's in the second season or not, I'm obviously going to buy it. I'm obviously going to play it because my main made it in. And there's potential that Ogre might come in, even though my mains in Tekken 7 were Lei Wulong. Dragunov at the very top, then Leo Long, then Bob, and then Anna. And out of my four mains, three of them didn't make it. And that's unfortunate, but my main did, so I'm really happy. Let's go over Dragunov's trailer, and then I'm going to talk about, and then we are going to go over the matches that took place between Sephi Black and Gosen, Dragunov versus Victor. So what we're going to see or try to like figure out what power level Dragunov is going to be. Always I already have my mind made up. I think I'm going to talk about it later, but I'm going to try to explain my reasoning behind it. Let's just make sure I'm still recording. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and go through Dragunov's trailer. This is obviously not a reaction. Dragunov's trailer has been out for ages, so I'm going to pause through quite a bit and talk about the different moves that he's gotten. Even though it's been talked to death, Dragunov's trailer has been analyzed to death. I'm just going to give my 2 cents if anyone cares. And I'm going to begin with the fact that Dragunov's design universally praised, right? I don't need to say it. I'm not giving you a hot take when I say that his design is he is literally one of the best redesigns from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8. Dragunov looks so good, and he looks so faithful to his character, what he's exactly supposed to be. From the story trailers that we've seen, unfortunately, it seems like, at least in the story, he's been relegated to the role of just a grunt, like a random jobber that takes part in this huge battle with Jack 8s and Jack 7s and the good guys and the bad guys, and Dragunov is just there to get his ass kicked. Unfortunately, that's what it seems like. But hopefully, his character story, his character ending is going to be really good. That's what I'm hoping. That's where my hopes are pinned when it comes to Dragunov and anything related to story. But even if his character ending sucks, honestly, the redesign we got and the changes to his gameplay we got, mind blowing. So I just want to go over all the changes that he has here. Then we will talk about how his power level has been shifted in Tekken 8. Dragunov. Let's just hear that Sergey Dragunov again. New challenger. Sergey Dragunov. Oh, okay, I love that. And I love his intros. He's so Dragunov. And like so much in that just first little interaction right there. So let's just quickly go over what we just saw, because it all starts with the blue spark running tools, right? We all know that running moves in general have been made easier. The running input has been the instant running input has been removed from this game. So blue sparks on instant while running 2 is amazing. This is exactly what they needed to do. If they're going to simplify execution from the game, then at least give some sort of a reward when you do perfect execution. And as far as I understand this, if you do this, you see Raven glowing orange there. When Dragunov hits his perfect while running 2 move, the frames are the same. As far as I know, the damage is the same. I don't think I have confirmation of that, but what it's clear that if you do perfect while running 2, you chip the enemy, which is pretty big for this game and for Dragunov, right? Especially since Dragunov can eat chip damage with his lows. He has one of the best lows, arguably, like because down 2 is a really good low, but now it is -1 on hit, so that's unfortunate, but still a really good high crushing, really fast low move that Dragunov has to eat your chipped health, which Dragunov can earn if he is really good in execution with his while running too. So that's like everything working in tandem is the exact way you should design all of these characters. So I'm really excited for all of these changes. And then immediately going into his next big change, which is his down back 3+4, I think, which gives you this massively plus on block. When I say massively, I think this is like +6 at max, right? Dragunov will take some time to recover. So +6 at max, I think you get there. But +6 means that Dragunov gets free mix-up, almost free mix-up, which is I don't think the opponent is going to get frame trapped here. The opponent knows that Dragunov is in advantage. I don't think anyone is going to press after this. But Dragunov gets a free mix-up, and it's perfectly fine because Dragunov doesn't have strong mix-ups. Dragunov has almost no mix-ups, right? His lows aren't that scary. This is one of his scariest lows right now. Down two, yes, obviously they build up over time, but one down low doesn't do anything, right? Compared to actual mix-up heavy characters like Kazuya, like Paul, like all of these really mix-up heavy characters, or even like the mix-ups that Victor Chevalier has. They compared to that, Dragunov getting a bit of frame advantage, getting a bit of free mix-up isn't really that bad, right? Because he just doesn't have the moves to really capitalize on that frame advantage. But what this does is this feeds right into Dragunov's game plan, which is shutting his opponent's game plan down. Right? Dragunov is all about big high frame advantage moves. He's all about oppression. He's not a pressure character as such. He's an oppression character, gaining huge frame advantage and keeping that momentum going. Dragunov is a very momentum heavy character. That's why his entire kit is based on the fact that if Dragunov gets a lead, then he has a much easier time maintaining that lead, even though he has no keep out moves. So he can just run away. He maintains his lead by pressuring even further, by being even more aggressive. And but if the opponent is ahead and they start to turtle and Dragunov doesn't have anything in Tekken 7, he literally doesn't have anything to open the opponent up. But stuff like this is now finally we are starting to open the opponent up. This and the new full crouch down for 1 or 2. I think it's 1-4 that Dragunov has gotten. Moves like those are really going to help Dragunov open up turtling opponents and going to really help his aggression even more. And this another change right now. Outside of this 4 now being an armored move from his crouch dash, the important thing here is that his more of his moves actually go into the crouch dash in the first place. That I think is a bigger buff to Dragunov, and actually finally justifying the crouch dash stance that he has, because previously, what exactly did he have in this stance that actually made the stance worth it? The crouch dash 1 electric that he had, the pseudo electric that he had, that sort of was the only reason you would he that the only reason he even had this stance. His crouch dash 2, the big elbow that he has, that he launches the opponent with, wasn't that big of a deal ever because it was so slow, right? You would still catch your opponent sometimes. It evaded some highs, but it was never a reliable option, and it was obviously -14, so really bad to use anyway. And his low from this crouch dash was bad, is still bad. You're not going to use that option anyway. The fact that now this 3 option is actually good, the 4 option is actually good, because it's an armored move, because now Dragunov will be going into this stance so much that the opponent will be incentivized to press into him. And because the opponent is incentivized to press into him, this armor move really does make sense. He needed this move to fill out his stance quite a bit. Down two we see is same, but this is our new crouch dash mix-up move that we have now. I'm still not sure on how many frames this move has, because out of all the people who got to try out the final version of Tekken 8, no one really made any decent videos on Dragunov. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this information is out there, as the Tekken 8 did get cracked really soon, really early. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if Dragunov was part of the crack or not, but this information is probably out there. I don't have it. I'm just going to explore and learn this character on stream with all you guys, and that's exactly how I want it. I would not want to spoil this character, but this full crouch mix-up, this is really really good. The reason this is really really good is because Dragunov didn't really have didn't had a lot of options out after his down two before. Even though down two itself was a really really good move, Dragunov practically lost his turn after that, especially when this move has been -1 on hit. Dragunov loses all his momentum, and Dragunov lives and dies by momentum. You take away momentum from a very, very momentum heavy character, you practically make the character really nerfed. You nerf the character significantly. But down to such a good move that the move still is one of his cornerstones anyway, right? So that's just how good down to is, not the fact that down to that Dragunov has any real good options after down to. But because of this, Dragunov actually does. The fact that you can now threaten the opponent with a low mid mix up, not a really damaging, not a really scary mix up, but a mix up nonetheless, right? So having a mix up is always better than not having it, even if it's just a couple of hits. And the fact that this again goes into Snake, goes into his crouch dash stance, icing on the cake, right? His crouch dash 1 hopefully is still under -3. And if that is the case, that's going to be a really good option, because I remember from the matches Dragunov had that one of the matches we got with Dragunov, uh, it's still normal hit launches or it counter hit launches. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it does launch one way or the other. It probably launches on counter hit, probably doesn't launch on normal hit. It should, because Crouch Dash 1 is a good whiff punish when the opponent does mess up big time. So Dragunov doesn't have very good mix-ups, since especially we are going to see a big nerf coming up, but I'll talk about it when the time comes. But this is a really, really important addition to Dragunov. This isn't just a gimmicky new move that he has. I think you're going to see this a lot. This is going to be very cornerstone to his game plan. This is going to be where Dragunov completely peppers the opponent with his mind games. So I'm really excited about this one. Just a point here that his Dragunov's combos look absolutely amazing. This is what everyone has been talking about. I'm just going to let the full wall combo play after I talk about it a little bit. Is that this has to be the single most important buff Dragunov got in this new game. This has to be the single most important buff that Dragunov has gotten. His wall game was so boring and so dull that it wasn't even funny, right? Dragunov needed a really really big win when it comes to when it comes to wall combos, when it comes to wall pressure. Dragunov's wall pressure was fine. It was never good. It was never. I wouldn't consider it bad, since he had a good wild standing move that was splatted. But that combined with his down two is good mind games, right? But the fact that now Dragunov, if he gets you on the wall, he's going to get the damage that other characters got in Tekken 7 anyway. So his power has now been balanced with the rest of the cast. So and also the animation, uh, totally in line with what Dragunov is supposed to be. Extremely brutal, extremely amazing, really, really like rough and brutal animations that they've given him here. Absolutely love it. You get to resplat with that amazing cinematic move there, and then you get 3 hits after that. Then you get the full combo, which is amazing. Which probably in a real match scenario you would try to, I think, sidewalk and get bound if you can. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but that's one of the first things that I'm going to try if after that wall combo, because the opponent is splatted, right? You have enough time to sidestep and try to bound the opponent. Might not be a thing, maybe I'm overthinking, but that's something that I would really like to test. Regardless, this is much better than down to shoulder. Well, back to shoulder, right? This is much, much better than that repetitive thing that we had, or his down back to 1-2, right? So this is really, really good. This is a really good change to Dragunov's core game plan.
Cela faisait longtemps. Ange blanc de la mort.
Hell sweep, uh, whatever, right? No one's going to get hit by that outside of like new people trying out Tekken. So you're probably going to get that hell sweep off here and there wherever possible, but most likely not very important. But what the reason I stopped it here is because everyone's saying how amazing Victor's design is. I don't like it, honestly. I'm not a I think out of all the newcomers, he's like the second best because the Coffee Queen, Azucena, I think I don't mind her design. She's a very waifu character, even though uh, what I don't like about her, what I even hate about her even more than Victor is her personality. The monotone coffee personality that they've given her is really degrading. Is really it will not age well, right? It'll get really annoying really fast. I'm not a big fan of that, but same goes for Victor quite a bit. That uh, you've given him a really cool design, but personality wise there isn't much to go there, right? He has this suave personality, but unless they expand upon it in the story mode, which some of the reviews I've seen, I think IGN's review is out. IGN or Gaming Bolt, one of them, talked about Victor and how he was surprisingly not a big part, or not even a significant, like a decent part of the story mode. Makes me think that the personality wise execution is going to get botched in this character. And Reina, completely the opposite. Amazing character. I think everyone likes Reina. I don't think anyone doesn't like Reina. What they've done with her game plan, what they've done with her personality, everything is absolutely amazing. So Reina, I would give her like a 8 to 9 out of 10. Victor, more like a 6-ish out of 10. And Azucena is, for me, she's like 5, right? Right now, she's 5. But I wouldn't be surprised if a year from now, 2 years from now, when you're tired of hearing her squeaky voice in the ranked, just constantly going on and on about coffee, that score might drop down even further. She might get too annoying to play against. But that's what I think about Victor. Even though he's been positioned as a direct competitor to Dragunov, a direct enemy to Dragunov, the leader of the Riven Corps. Uh, I would have preferred if his personality was a bit more fleshed out, right? If he was like, if you got to see a bit more interaction with Dragunov, we got to see a bit more of his like secret agent side and less his enemy side. I would have preferred that a lot more. Dragunov's combos look so sick, so absolutely sick. And I think they're not going to show it in this trailer. I don't remember exactly, but this move, forward 1+2, right? Let's quickly talk about this move because this was my, and I think everyone's go-to whiff punish with Dragunov. Even though Dragunov has a good down for two, even though Dragunov has his pseudo electric, even though Dragunov, those are the only two. His really good whiff punish option was this forward 1+2, right? That was a reliable, uh, like a tool that he always had. That where if you weren't sure that the opponent that you don't have, whether you have the time to punish the opponent with a slower move like a Korsaka forward 1 or no, or if you weren't sure that down forward 2 is going to reach or not, forward 1 plus 2 was always a reliable option, and now that's gone because it doesn't launch a normal hit. It probably doesn't launch in counter hit anyway, anyways, because that wasn't the point of the game, point of the move. The move forward 1 plus 2 was screw move anyway, so it bounded you to begin with, and now they've completely removed the combo at all. There is no combo anymore at all. I think that is an unfortunate nerf that I'm not a big fan of. They don't want you backing off with Dragunov. They want to remove all your tools from a distance, so you are constantly incentivized to be in the opponent's face because that's where your strongest tools are. That's a good thing, but in order to flesh a character out, you do need some good options, right? You don't remove the tools that Dragunov has or the character has that don't gel with his game plan. Just instead of completely outright removing them at all, just nerf them a little bit, right? But that's the unfortunate reality that we are living in. They want the game to be aggressive. They want you to be in the opponent's face. So not much we can do there. Best heat smash in the game. Yeah, that's all I have to say. The literal best heat smash in the game. He's running to, and now he adds like his other hand and his shoulder into it. I think that's absolutely amazing. That's exactly, I think they understood Dragunov, what he's supposed to be, what his personality, what his attitude is supposed to be, what his feel is supposed to be when they were designing these animations, these moves. They completely knocked it out of the park. This is a decent change, right? Crouch throws cannot be broken, so Dragunov's 3-4 getting crouch on hit is putting the opponent on crouch on hit is a good thing, but it's a very situational thing, right? And I don't think this is a major buff to Dragunov like some people are saying, but the fact that they are leaning into his grapple side is a good thing. And the fact that you can expend heat to go into tackle from certain moves is fine. I don't think it's that good. I think they could have done a bit more with Dragonov's heat. Like some characters got so many amazing options, like Kazuya, like Brian, even someone like Asuka, even someone like June, for example. They all they get a very personality based heat options, and Dragunov just gets his tackle. I'm not a big fan of that. This move, I absolutely have to talk about this because this is the new move from his sneak stance. Give me a second right here. Yeah, so as I was saying that Dragunov got a new move from his sneak stance, and it's this big uh, like overhead chopping kick that he does. First of all, the animation is absolutely amazing, but secondly, this looks like, as far as I see it, as far as I've seen in the different match videos, this seems like a plus on block option. This is a rather slower option, but this is a plus on block option, which is absolutely amazing because now he finally has an option from his sneak stance that carries his momentum. Before this, if his sneak stance is going to be like one of his vital tools in Tekken 8, going to be a vital tool of as part of his aggression, then he absolutely needs a way to carry his momentum forward in while going into the stance. So when you train your opponent to uh, respect your sneak in a certain way, with the counter hit moves, with this plus on block options, that's when you open the opponent up. And that's where Dragunov's throw game comes in. That's where Dragunov's mix up comes in. That's where Dragunov's pressure comes in. So that's what the importance of this, the significance of this move is. That if I understand it correctly, this is what I have gathered from the different matches that I've seen, from the different information that I've seen online, that this move is plus on block. And if that is the case, then this is an amazing addition to the game, because to his sneak stance, because this is even though this is slow and there is a good chance that you will get counter hit out of it, counter hits being nerfed in this game, and the fact that magic fours are gone, the fact that that counter hit defensive options have been reduced significantly, this becomes a lot more viable, or aggression just becomes a lot more viable in the game anyway. So Dragunov being buffed in a lot of different ways, even though he's gotten new moves, he's gotten a better wall combo, he's gotten a better sneak stance, he's gotten a lot of better lows. Even though all of that is true, the biggest buff that Dragunov has gotten is the underlying system mechanics change. The fact that the entire game now caters towards being aggressive, the exact thing that Dragunov wants. That I think is the single biggest advantage, the single biggest buff that Dragunov has gotten in this game. Now you might think from all of this that Dragunov might end up as a top tier again in Tekken 8, just like release Tekken 7. That's not the case, unfortunately. Dragunov just isn't on the same level as other characters that we've seen so far. Paul, Law's DSS being simplified quite a bit is going to, because the execution has been removed from DSS. You're going to see that option everywhere now, because now a lot of characters getting a lot more aggressive. It's not just Dragunov. So even though you would think that he's been buffed quite a bit and he might end up top tier, as far as I can see right now, he's probably top 15. I would like probably top half of the roster, not even top 10, I would say. Jin, Kazuya, Brian, Paul, June herself, uh, Raina, Azucena, all of these characters I think will still trump Dragunov when it comes to like good neutral fundamentals and good mix-ups and good pressure as well. Different characters obviously have different game plan, but someone like Azucena I think is easily going to trump Dragunov when it comes to pure pressure. Someone like Paul is going to trump Dragunov, Paul, Law, all of these characters are going to trump Dragunov when it comes to mix-up. Dragunov has his game plan, and his game plan has been buffed, but doesn't mean that Dragunov is going to jump tiers anytime soon. That doesn't seem to be the case. But I would love to see what JDCR does with this character, what Nobi does with this character. I'm absolutely looking forward to all the different pros actually getting their hands on Dragunov, and we see Dragunov in tournament setting. That's where I'm most excited for Dragunov's future. But let's just end the trailer. I'm not going to go through the rage art, but how beautiful! I think this is, that wasn't the rage art one. Yeah, this one is the he goes into the rage art, but his combos look so beautiful. That's all I wanted to say here. His combos now have many more routes than he had in the previous combo. Dragunov had two combo routes in the previous game in Tekken 7, his BNB or his crouch dash cancel combos, and that's it. Dragunov didn't have any other combo routes, and that also seems to be changing with Tekken 8, or at least that's what it looks like, because I think his crouch cancel combos, his BNB stuff, all of that is still going to be present, but this uh, new stuff with his full crouch down for 1-4, that move being weaved into the combo, his down back 3+4 being weaved into the combo, all of that is going to open up a lot more combo routes for Dragunov. Now the plan was, or you know what? I'm not going to pause a lot during this match. I was thinking about creating a different video for it, but I think that's unnecessary. It's been quite some time and I'm being disturbed and constantly anyway. So let's just push through it. Let's make the video and then talk about whatever is happening. They don't have a lot of, they don't have good sound anyway. So I think it should be fine me talking over it. You should be able to hear me much more clearer in this case. Dragunov. Sephi Black goes for Dragunov. First of all, this was a massive surprise. I would love Sephi Black to pick up Dragunov as his main in the next game, but it's probably not going to happen. There are so many more powerful characters, especially for tournament players. So it's good to see all of his traditional tools still make it in this game. Beautiful block. Oh. Gosen missing his combos. Victor is so aggressive. So, like, when you think about pressure, think about the first round and tell me that Victor's pressure is not better than Dragunov's or not more oppressive than Dragunov, right? Oh, beautiful. Hit smash. Oh, his back 1+2 got a counter hit out of. Savvy Black closes it out with the lows. I'm not a big fan of these like Victor twirling his knives all around. I think the animations could have been better. What is going on? The quality seems so bad. It says it's HD, but I'm not sure if it is. It seems much worse. Gets the heat smash. Okay, yeah, this 1+2 hits. These definitely seem like good additions to Dragunov. But obviously, I need to test and see what the frames are on these overhead 1+2 moves. What? What is going on? Dragunov's punish is still there. Good to see. Oh, Safi Black goes for his. Oh, goes for his. What is called? Backswing blow. That's nice. There you go. There you go. Oh, tried to go for the traditional wall ender. Didn't get it, unfortunately. I think the side wall messed it up. There you go. So this is why down 2 is going to be so powerful in the next game, right? You chip the opponent out, you activate hit, chip the opponent out as long as they don't hit any buttons. You take them all the way to the end, but then obviously down 2 becomes quite a bit obvious, so mind games come in. But having that option versus not having that option, I would take that option every day of the week, right? That's what down 2 is going to be, still going to be extremely viable in Tekken 8, even though it's -1 on a hit. Ooh, these we will need to get used to these animations from Victor. Victor's this sword stance that he does, this looks so cool. Oh, oh, low heat smashes. Maybe were they necessary? Oh, yeah, he Victor having this teleport backdash. There you go. That's what I was talking about. Right? This is why I'm saying that this is probably a plus on block. So it does chip very little, but it does chip. But the important thing is that this gives you what seems like around +6 again, right? The 6-ish. Like I think this is going to be probably a little less, but having an option from his stance that gives you plus frames gives you an option to carry your momentum even through the stance. So this is a really, really good addition. It seems like they definitely sat down and thought what Dragunov needed, how he needed to be changed, how he needed to be buffed. if they had asked me how to design Dragunov or taken it, I probably wouldn't have thought about doing this to improve his game plan so much. But when you see it being implemented, it makes perfect sense. That's why I'm extremely excited for this move, even probably more than the hatchet the Dragunov's gotten. I think this is definitely one of the game changers.
Nice, while standing
Just
two.
raw while standing two, but drops the combo. Ooh, Victor doing Victor BS.
Oh my gosh, counter hit.
Shooting Dragunov in the head. Goes into heat. Whoa, nice
Steps on
stomp.
him. They go.
Oh,
Low again.
goes same, equalizing the rounds.
Well, I'm not quite sure what to do.
So he does Dragunov. Oh, that was such a cool interaction right there. But Dragunov still seems to have his delayable counter hit strings that are really good. That these counter hit strings make Dragunov's pressure so unique. It's such a unique way of maintaining your pressure and capitalizing on your pressure, capitalizing on your mind games for Dragunov.
The goal thing combo
It's
in.
not just pressing button, it's pressing buttons smartly. Oh, come on. You could have waited and launched that. But gets the punish, and that is good. Sefi Black showing us what Dragunov is really capable of in Taken, even though I think Victor will end up higher in tier list compared to Dragunov. Oh, he goes for the new wall hit but doesn't get it. Good duck.
Okay, wow, running to his counter hit.
Running
He goes for it.
to
Okay.
there you go. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Look at the amount of chip that he had, right? He wasn't going to die there. But because his recoverable health was still in chip and Dragunov had plus frames, he had to take that mix up, and that mix up just pays off, right? So much chip damage remaining. This is practically life that Victor could have gained back, especially because he lost this round while having his heat up. This hurts quite a bit, but he had to eat the mix up there. So he didn't even have had frame advantage. Sefi just had mental frame advantage there, not actually practical frame advantage. Even though I think the heat smash it is plus on block. Not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's plus on block. Not that plus on block, but it is plus on block. So the mix up was there, but Safi I think delayed it because he was expecting Victor to press buttons. That is that. The shoulder still is in.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Oh,
Can't hit.
did this move counter at launch before? Did the down forward one, the three counter it launched before? I don't think so. I haven't played Tekken 7 in such a long time that I'm just completely blanking on so many things. But the fact that this counter it launches now, this is the first time I'm seeing this. I probably didn't pay attention. I've seen this match before, but I wasn't paying attention. And this definitely blows my mind. This is a really, really good option for Dragunov.
I've seen that. No duck. Can't hit launches? Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is their troubling news. They are surprised just like I am, so it clearly didn't launch in Tekken 7. Oof, beautiful punish on that. If only it's a new game. Sefi doesn't main Dragunov. Oh, that could have been much worse. Yeah, the smash.
Are we going to see a law?
The Dragunov end screen, both his like start screen and the end screen are really good.
See the law from your saying. Yes.
Also, his character select screen so beautiful. Oh, Gosen brings out his main. Gosen brings out low.
Wow. How big is this stage?
Oh, what was that? I missed that. That was up for one, right? Yep,
Okay, running two pressure.
up for two, I think.
Okay, gets a punish.
Or one, I think. Two, I think. We have up for his orbital, still the exact same. Oh, such a nice punish. Running to. Oh my god, Sephi is just rolling over Gosen right now. This is obviously a new game. Gosen probably doesn't have practice with this character quite a bit. So what did Sephi do right there? So he gets the backswing blow. Then he just goes for this move, right? I think he could have gotten more there. It is a bound opponent. Yeah, it is a bounded opponent. So he just went for that option there. That like his pseudo electric that I keep talking about is such a good option. I'm not sure what the frames are on block in this game. Hopefully they're still under -3, and if they are, this is going to be a really good option. Oh, his back down back 2-1-2 does not flip the opponent, or maybe he didn't. Maybe didn't time it right. No, he did. He did time it right, so it doesn't flip anymore. Okay, that was a good Oki option at the wall Dragunov had in Tekken 7. So that Oki option is just removed. Dragunov definitely looking nasty, man. I absolutely love what Dragunov is doing in this game. So his heat, this heat activation, what is it called? Heat burst, I think. This hits grounded. That's weird. Why does it hit grounded? Gets the tackle. Yep. Maybe so this is what the tackle is for, right? This is where you spend your heat to get the tackle. Otherwise, it's not really that advantageous. Beautiful pressure from Gosain, right? He's going in, doing what Law does best. Goes for the 10 hit. Oh, closes it out. Bruce Lee closes out the round. Gets the beautiful sidestep launch. Boom. Really nice combo, yep. Oh, such a good parry right there. Safi, you need to main this character, man. Come on. Eat burst in change. Beautiful. Another round for Gosain, for sure. Yep, this is dead. So we go to the final round here. Not final round, obviously. Gosain is at 0. But still. Yeah. So good, man. So good. These oh, the Tekken 8 graphics are absolutely amazing. So this is no longer like a beautiful low parry. No parry is the junkyard, exactly. I can I still cannot parry junkyard honestly on reaction. I still hate that thing all the time. I hate playing against Law just because of junkyard. If you play against me, just pick Law and junkyard all day long. I'm going to eat every single one of them. So Safi wins clearly. Oh my god! What? No. What exactly happened right there? Why would Safi go for the rage art right there? Oh, oh, he reacted to it. No. That was heat mode. Okay. Was that reaction? Well, that was a good reaction, honestly. Yeah. He definitely takes it. So, pixel of health. Let's look at this. Look at the amount of health he had when he connected to there. This move easily could have killed Dragunov right there, but Seppi was lucky this day. So extremely excited for Dragunov. Probably will go back to Mortal Kombat when Homelander releases. That's what I just wanted to say, because I haven't uploaded anything on Omni-Man for so long that I just wanted to make this video. Wanted to just react to this information that has come out so far regarding Dragunov, and just say that I wasn't enjoying Mortal Kombat anymore, even though I still enjoy playing Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat. I don't enjoy the underlying mechanics that that game has, so If that is disappointing, unfortunately, that's how it is. So, but let's just hope the future looks bright for sure. So let's just move on, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully with the released version of Tekken 8. Hopefully.